One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich by Aleksandr Solzhenitsyn. Translated from the Russian and adapted for radio by Nicholas Bethell. The year is 1950. In a remote part of central Siberia, there stands a group of long wooden huts. It's 5 o'clock, 2 hours before dawn. The huts are well lit by a complex of searchlights set on tall towers at the perimeter of the camp. The whole area is surrounded by barbed wire.
I feel like death. Oh, my God, I feel so terrible. And it's not just tiredness and cold, not this time. I must be ill, really ill. My head's singing like a siren, and I'm shivering all over. And it's not the cold. It's warm in here after a night's sleep, and it won't be so warm when I get up.
Come on, Ivan Denisovich, wake up.
Hello, Admiral. Oh, God, my head.
What head?
I must have got the fever.
Well, you'd better get up. You'll be late for sick parade.
I can't move. Leave me alone. There's a good man. I'll get up in a minute.
The duty guard will be here. You'd better think up a story. Hey, who's got my boots, damn it? I left them under the bunk.
Who's duty guard today? Half got for Ivan. Double back and half bite. My favourite guard for the morning when I got the shivers. But he won't mind 5 minutes in bed after a valley. God, I can't move my head. It feels like a ton of pig iron.
What's wrong with Ivan Denisovich?
He's got the shakes. Riotous living, I suppose, Alyosha.
Aha, very funny. Ivan Denisovich, are you coming to the canteen?
Draw my bread ration with you, Alyosha. I'm going to report sick.
Well, they won't let him off work today. It's 18 below zero. They need every man they can get on a day like this.
Thank God for Voyevodin. I wonder if he'd get me to the front of the sick queue. I'd have to bribe him. Well, I've got 300 grams of bread. Or I could offer to mend his boots next time. The camp's short of cobblers. Yes, I think I'll...
S854!
Yes, sir.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm reporting on sick parade.
You mean you're reporting to the detention block? 3 days solitary confinement and get on your feet before I make it a week. I said on your feet. You report to the guard room in exactly 5 minutes. And every minute you're late means an extra day in detention. Do you understand?
Yes, citizen guard. They changed the rotor, damn them. That Tartar pig. He's the worst of the lot. Son of a bitch. He's one of the one who enjoys it. You can see that. 18 below zero, the Admiral said. And there's no heating in that stone box. God, I can't stop shivering. 3 days in the icebox and I'll be due to report to the undertaker's office wearing my boots. 2 minutes to go. Oh, God, I must hurry.
All right, S854. It's a fine morning. I'm in a good mood, so I'll tell you what I'll do. You can take this bucket, draw some water, and come back and scrub this floor. And when you've done that, if I can see my face in the floor, I might consider letting you off your 3 days. What do you say, you lucky bastard?
Thank you very much, citizen guard.
I thought you'd say that. Now, get moving.
Oh, God. Thank you, God. I'll never get up late after a valley again. It's not worth it. It's never worth it. Damn this wind. I can't see through the snow. I can't think. You.
Get in queue, can't you?
I'm sorry?
Ivan Denisovich.
Yes. Oh, hello, Tiurin.
Why aren't you having breakfast?
I've got to scrub the guardroom floor. It's either that or 3 days inside.
So you miss your breakfast?
Yes, I suppose so.
Oh, bloody hell, today of all days.
Why? What's special about today?
Well, we're in trouble, that's what. They're looking for a team for a new socialist development project. It'll be a punishment decision. The team with the worst production figures gets posted. Today's the last of the month, a crucial day. I can't have my men going without breakfast.
Well, my work won't be up to standard, Tiurin.
Oh.
I've got fever. My whole body's shivering.
Worse and worse. Why don't you report sick?
I was going to.
If you report sick, it's fine by me. They'll enter us a man short on the register. It won't affect the average.
Next.
Well, I try not to let the team down, Tiurin.
Yeah.
If only my head...
I said next. Pass your bucket.
I'm sorry. How long will they keep me in the guard room? It's half an hour before work parade. Now, suppose I get 10 free minutes. What shall I do? Get breakfast or report sick? 5 minutes for breakfast. Well, it won't take more than 5 minutes. Q will be all finished. And, of course, it'll be dregs of the porridge. All the skin and bad fat.
Come on, daydreamer.
Oh yes. Thank you very much.
What's the temperature? 20 below. It would be. Cold as flaming hell and not enough to cancel a parade. Another 20 degrees and everyone stays behind. Hey, you, prisoner!
Yes, sir.
How long have you been in the camps?
8 years, citizen guard.
And what's the coldest temperature you've known?
In Ust-Itzmar, sir. It was 100 below.
Yes, take it from me, Corporal. 20 below's nothing. You wait till we get a bad year. The water in your brain freezes and you go all dizzy. And then you spit and it turns to ice just like that.
Come on,
and
I
bounces
can't
like a
believe it.
marble.
Yeah?
The important thing is not to sweat. You stop working and it freezes your clothes to your body. Another thing is always pee indoors, otherwise you know what happens. I remember 3 years ago.
Hell, how am I going to work this? That damn Tartar won't let me off until he comes back from his breakfast. You wouldn't think they'd want their floor made all wet and slippery in this weather. Yes. Yes, it might work at that. I think I'll try it. Well, there's nothing to lose.
You bloody fool! Look what you've done all over my boots.
Are you looking for trouble? 2 weeks detention, is that what you want?
No, sir. The sergeant said he wanted to see his face in the floor, sir. Well, I can't get it clean without water, citizen guard.
You needn't make the guardroom into a lake, you clown. You want to spread it evenly. Haven't you seen your old woman wash the floor back in your mud hut or wherever you come from?
They took me away in 1941, citizen guard. I haven't seen my old woman since 1941.
Bloody scum. Can't even wash the floor without making a muck heap. They're not worth the price of feeding them.
Shall I carry on, citizen guard?
No, you've done enough damage. Just wipe it over a bit so it'll dry. Then get the hell out of here.
Yes, sir. Anything you say, sir.
Ivan Denisovich! Ivan Denisovich, over here!
Caesar! Thank goodness you kept a place for me.
I kept your porridge.
Thank you. Hey, have you got the bread ration?
Fetyukov's got it.
Fetyukov?
Yes, I know we don't like him, and he said he'd keep it for you. How can I stop him?
Well, you know his game. He'll pinch half of it himself. It's my bread ration.
Look, calm down. It's no use worrying. Eat up your porridge. Look, it's turning into a solid lump. It's nearly the end of the month. My parcel may come today. You'll get your share. Anyway, I thought the guard took you away. I thought you were in the lockup.
No. He let me off. He just wanted me to do his dirty work.
How you feeling?
Oh, like hell. I think it's fever.
You're going to report sick? You better watch it, Ivan Denisovich. You'd better have a temperature or they'll charge you with malingering. You know what happened to those boys the other day? 10 days in the...
Come in. Ivan Denisovich. What can I do for you?
Is the doctor here?
He left half an hour ago. You know they've stopped sick parade in the morning. What's the trouble?
I don't know. I just feel terrible. You know, my head's like a stone. I've got the shivers, the usual thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ivan Denisovich. You should have reported last night.
I was all right then. I felt fine.
You know the orders. The doctor can only exempt 2 men per day, and he's done that.
Oh, doesn't that make you sick? Whose side are you on?
Now, look...
Well, you're not one of the illegitimate guards. You're a prisoner. Even if you have got the easiest job in the camp.
Ivan Denisovich, I know you're not a malingerer. Look, I tell you what I'll do. I'll take your temperature, and if it's really bad, I'll let you stay behind on my own authority until the doctor gets back at midday. All right?
Thank you, Kolya. I'm sorry.
Open your mouth.
Oh, God, what's he going to say? I feel so terrible. I must have a temperature. Or the fever may just be starting. Sometimes the temperature doesn't go up until later. I do an extra year stretch just to be allowed to stay in bed today. Just today. Just lying back there looking at the ceiling, relaxing just one day. Lord, give me just one day out of 10 years, just one day.
Right. Let's have it.
What?
That's awkward.
What is?
99.7. Neither one thing or the other.
Oh. Well, what shall I do?
It's up to you. Stay behind if you like, but it's your own risk. The doctor will examine you when he comes, and if he thinks you're ill, he'll let you off. Otherwise, he'll have you in the detention block. 10 days.
Yes. I can't risk it, Kolya. Another spell inside would finish me off. I'll have to try sweat it out at work. Goodbye, Kolya. Thank you for trying.
Goodbye, Ivan Denisovich.
Hello, boys.
Ivan Denisovich, how did it go?
Oh, it didn't. I've got to go to work.
Bad luck. It's going to be the worst day's work of the winter. I've just been telling them.
Fetyukov. What? Just the man I want to see.
What's that?
You know what about, I assume?
Well, He means his bread ration. You're keeping it for him. Oh, yes. Quite. Well, you see, Ivan Denisovich, we thought you were in the lockup.
You thought I was...
Well, I saw them marching you to the guard room.
If you've eaten my bread, Fetyukov, so help me, I'll break your...
No, of course I haven't. Don't be stupid. I'll get your damn bread.
If it's so much as a gram below weight, I'll kill that little sneak.
Ivan Denisovich, be reasonable. How the hell are you gonna weigh it?
Caesar, do you know how many years I've been in this place? Do you think I can't tell 55 grams of bread to the nearest quarter of a gram? I'm not like you with your food parcels, Caesar. I plan my life round that bread ration.
Here we are. Safe and sound.
Now, what did I tell you? 10 grams short. What'd you take, Fetyukov? 1 bite or 2?
No, of course I didn't. I wouldn't do a thing
You
like that,
get
Ivan Denisovich. No. You know what they're like in the cookhouse. They give you short measure as soon as look at you.
This is 10 grams underweight. What you going to do about it?
It wasn't me, I promise you. I thought you were going to be in the lockup. Look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you some of mine tomorrow. Well, that's fair enough, isn't it?
You'll have to do better than that.
2 minutes, Harrison Squad. 2 minutes and you're out. Get your coats on, wrap up well.
Tiurin, just a minute. Yes. Is it true about the new settlement? We're going to work in the open without any heating or shelter?
I'm sorry, Admiral, I don't know any more than you do.
Fetyukov says we've been assigned to a new project.
Oh, we've been assigned, all right. I spent the last hour trying to bribe us out of it. Have I succeeded? That's the question. Now, you better wrap yourself up, Admiral.
I will.
Wherever we go, it's going to be ruddy cold.
Yes.
Hurry up, damn you! Get formed into your brigades!
What the hell do you think you're doing? Go on, get in line. Get in line.
104 Brigade! Over here, 104 Brigade. Now, right, get formed up. Come on, quickly. We don't want to be out here all day.
Oh, my God. I can't get through today. I just can't. This wind. It's freezing my head. It's like a block of ice. I can't move. I didn't even have time to eat my bread. Well, it's just as well, maybe. If you bolt your bread down, it doesn't fill the belly. It leaves you empty as when you started. Anyway, it's something to look forward to. I've got it in my inside pocket and I can eat it in the break. Hell, we've got this damn new project. There probably won't be a break today. Hell and damnation. I'll lose it in the search coming back. Oh, God. What am I going to do?
Hooray! Oh, hooray! He's done it again! The boss has done it again!
Well done, Tiurin.
Cheers for Tiurin!
What's happened? Don't you see? We're in our usual place. That means they're not sending us to the new settlement. Hey, Tiurin!
Hello?
You fixed it, eh? We're not going to the new settlement.
Good for you! Well done, Tiurin!
All right, boys. Thank you very much. But you won't be so pleased when I tell you how much it costs.
Why? What is it?
A kilo of lard. That's everyone's ration for a week.
A kilo of lard? Oh, God, is it worth it?
Of course it's worth it. You want to get frostbite just for a few streaks of pig fat? Of course it's worth it.
Good God!
What?
Look at that!
What's going on?
They're stripping everyone to the waist.
Yeah, you're right. They're looking for non-issue clothing. They can't do that. What? They can't strip people in the snow. It's 20 below zero.
Oh, we'll never get warm again now. Once you let the warmth out, your bones freeze. We'll be cold all day.
Shut up, Cat. It's 20 below. They're not allowed to do that.
Talking there! Right, I want every man stripped to the waist. Who's brigade leader?
I am, sir. M348 Turing.
Good. See they get their coats and shirts off.
Come on, lads. You heard him.
Come on, what are you waiting for? Get moving. That's better. You in the back row, get a move on. Look, did you hear what I said? What's your name?
Buinovsky. E311, sir.
Take your shirt off.
Citizen guard. It's 18 degrees below zero. You aren't allowed to strip people in this cold.
What did you say?
It's against the rules. Prisoners have got their rights, same as anyone else. You don't know Article 9 of the Criminal Code.
Have you finished?
You people aren't communists. You're not Soviet citizens. You're not true communists.
Oh, 10 days detention. Corporal, take him away. 10 days detention.
Come
Leave me alone.
Get moving.
Wait a minute. Let him go. He can start his 10 days this evening, after he's done a day's work. Give him something to think about. Have you got his name and number?
Yes, sir.
Good. Tiurin,
Yes, sir.
I advise you to keep your men under better control. Next time, someone might get shot. Understand?
Yes, Citizen Guard.
You silly fool. Do you want to get us all in trouble? We know you are captain on some bloody ship. Do you think that makes any difference here? You're nobody. You're nothing. And you don't even know it. You're less than nothing. You're scum!
Fetyukov, that's enough. The Admiral doesn't need you to teach him anything. If he learns, he'll learn. If he doesn't learn, he'll die. And whatever he does, it's his own business, you understand? It's none of your damn business.
Attention, prisoners. Attention. All prisoners will pay attention.
Not again. We know it by heart. Not again.
Prisoners will stand still, stop talking, and pay attention. You will now be marched to your place of work. The order of march will be obeyed without question. You will keep a steady pace and you will not run. There will be no talking. You will keep your eyes to the front and your hands behind your backs. Any step to the right or left will be considered an attempt to escape, in which case the escorting guards have orders to shoot without warning. Under command, the column will advance. Prisoners, quick march!
7 o'clock. The day's only just started. The sun's just rising. That's another 10 hours before we're back in the warm. Then maybe I can report at evening sick parade. I've got 40 grams of bread I can eat in the break. I've just got to keep going, that's all. It's either that or I might as well get run away and be shot.
Today, as our glorious Soviet people marches forward toward the great communist goal, the party, under the leadership of Comrade Stalin, calls upon each Soviet man and woman, each worker and each peasant, to join wholeheartedly in the service of the motherland, the building of our great new society. And now, comrades, we shall play the Song of Stalin, composed by Boris Alexandrov and dedicated to our great leader.
Stop talking! I said stop talking! That's better. Brigade present correct, sir.
Thank you, comrade. You men are assigned to the motor repair shed on your right. As you can see, it's already half built, so your job will be to finish off the second story and touch up the interior of the ground floor. Your brigade leader, prisoner Tiurin, will be in charge. Under command, you will fall out and move directly to the building. 104 Brigade, fall out!
Now push it! Let me in, I'm frozen!
You wait your turn, damn you.
All right, now calm down, boys. Calm down. That's enough. Lovely. Now, we've got 5 minutes before the hooter, so there's time for everyone to get warm. Marvellous. Now, before we start work, there are some things I want to say. Yes? You all know that we damn nearly got sent to build that new settlement out in the wilds where we'd have frozen to death before the building got a foot off the ground. However, having greased the office with a kilo of fat, I fixed it for them to send 101 Brigade in our place. So they sent us here instead. And since we're going to be here some weeks, I've found out a bit about this place. Now, it's going to be a motor repair shop. Only as far as we're concerned, it might as well be a deep freeze, eh? Stone floors, stone walls, badly fitting windows, etc., etc. Still, the powers that be in their wisdom have built us this stove. Well, not, I may add, for our recreation or to keep our hands warm, no. It's because our job is going to be to build the second story, and to build a stone building, you've got to have cement. And that means somewhere to mix the cement. Yeah. And outside in the open, there won't be any mixing of cement until next April. So here we are with a stove. But it's still not very warm, is it? No. So I propose we try and make these windows airtight. Yes.
What a stove. What a lovely, beautiful stove. I feel almost human. I can feel my limbs again. Even my head's unfreezing a bit. Well, maybe I'll get through the day after all. If only I wasn't so hungry. Of course, I didn't have time to eat my bread. I've got it here, nice and warm, inside my jacket. The thing is, shall I eat it now? Or wait till dinner break? Here we are. Now then, how much did it weigh? 40, 45 grams? I know, I'll eat half. I should have eaten it this morning, so I'm not being extravagant. That's it. Keep that to soak up my dinner time porridge. Now. The flesh just thick, doughy, black bread, sticking to the gums. Oh, this is the stuff to fill a man's belly. This is bliss. I feel warm and full.
Ivan Denisovich. Ivan Denisovich.
Yes. Sorry.
Well, if you wouldn't mind paying attention for a moment, I was talking about the windows. Now, they don't fit properly. What do you suggest we do?
Windows. Well, we ought to seal them up.
Oh, that's what I was talking about.
Roofing felt's what we want. Now, there's rolls of it in the shed by the main gate.
Oh, can you fix us some?
You mean, can I steal some?
What, any way you like, Ivan Denisovich. I only get it. Now, you get me that roofing felt, and I'll be very grateful indeed. Do you understand?
Yes. All right, I'll have a try. Can someone give me a hand?
Oh, certainly. Alyosha, you'll help, won't you? Okay, boys, let's go to work. Come on now.
Where are we going? Not much further. That shed. You can just see it through the snow. Hey, look out! Duck behind that barrel.
What's the matter?
That was Dare. Work supervisor.
Why are we not doing anything wrong?
Come on, quick! Into the shed! What do you mean? Not doing anything wrong. Grab hold of this.
Ivan Denisovich, we're not going to steal it, are we?
Steal it, my dear Alyosha? We're prisoners in a corrective labor camp. Who said anything about stealing?
It's in the Bible, Ivan Denisovich. Thou shalt not steal.
Oh, no. Alyosha, listen to me. I know you're a Baptist and I know you like praying, but this is a matter of life or death. You want us all to freeze?
We must not fight the devil with the devil's own tools.
Alyosha, think of the others. The Admiral, Caesar, Tiurin. They're counting on us.
To steal? To break God's law?
It's not God's law. It's an unjust law made by human beings that says that we have to work in an icebox until we get frostbite and die. Now, will you help me with this role?
God forgive me. God forgive me if I'm doing wrong.
Ivan Denisovich, how did it go?
Oh, not too badly. We got the felt. They're insulating the windows.
Well, grab yourself a trowel. You better start ahead of me. You can lay 2 bricks to my 1.
Not today. I've got fever, remember?
You better get to work then. You'll sweat it out.
My friend. How long have you been in the camp?
Oh, 6 months.
And I've done 8 years. Do you think I don't know how to deal with fever? Do you think I'm fool enough to slack around when it's 18 below zero?
Oh, I suppose not. Sorry, Ivan Denisovich.
8 years. Every one of them saps your life away that little bit more. You wait till you've done a year or 2 and your parcels aren't coming so regularly. You won't be so cocky.
All right, I'm sorry. Look, I said I'm sorry. By the way, Ivan Denisovich, you never told me. What are you in for? How come you've got 10 years?
Caesar, you don't want to hear that old story.
Oh, sure, it's a story. Good for passing the day. 8 years ago, yes. That would make 1942.
Yes. 1942. Our usual thing.
Hmm?
Our armies were retreating as fast as they could, which wasn't fast enough. Our unit was cut off and, well, a whole lot taken prisoner.
Uh-huh.
Only the Germans weren't much more organized than we were. 5 of us managed to escape before they could move us west. Well, we made it through the German lines and then we got careless. We were shot up by our own men. They thought we were infiltrators. 2 were killed stone dead and the 3rd died in hospital, so that left 2 of us. My God, the intelligence put us through hell. How did we escape? How did we get through the lines? They thought the Germans had helped us. They thought that we were enemies of the people, white emigres.
Well, they could have checked, couldn't they?
Check? Well, why should they check? There was a war on. There's no time for a lot of paperwork. Now, if there'd been 5 of us with the same story, we might have been all right. But 2, it was hopeless. Better be safe than sorry, they thought. So off we went, 10 years each.
Well, that was 8 years ago. You'll be due for release.
Don't you believe it? I'm a convicted traitor. They don't release people like me.
Hello there.
Comrade Tiurin.
How are you getting on?
Oh, not so bad. It's warm work, that's the main thing.
Yeah, what about you?
Oh, yes, we're warming up. Yeah. How was the felt?
Oh, first class. I won't forget that, Ivan Denisovich. You and Alyosha did a fine job. Now we've got the windows insulated and the fire going.
And half the team down there mixing cement, and 5 men loading wheelbarrows, and 5 men carrying the stuff up here, and only 2 bricklayers out of a team of 20.
Is that a complaint?
Well, of course it's a complaint. What about our production returns? They go by the number of bricks laid by the whole team. We'll be on short rations.
Why not mix the cement up here?
Oh, look, Caesar, don't interfere when you don't know what you're talking about.
But
why do you think I got the fire going first thing? Not to warm our hands, though that's important too. Cement contains water, and if we made it up here, it would freeze before it set. And then in the summer, it would melt, and the building would fall down. And they'd call that sabotage, wouldn't they, Ivan Denisovich?
That's right. 25 years for each man.
look, why do
I
they
know
have...
what you're going to say. Why push it up in wheelbarrows? Why not use a hoist? Yeah, well, I'll tell you. Because there aren't any hoists. There aren't any pulleys, there aren't any ropes. And does that answer your question?
Yeah, but it's still...
And the next question is, what do we do about it?
We go on short rations.
Unless you fix the figures.
Which I shall be trying to do this afternoon. So don't despair. Don't despair. Especially when it's time for dinner.
Wonderful. Wonderful oatmeal porridge. It's the best sort of oatmeal. It's much better than bran or buckwheat. And to think I used to feed horses with it. Still, I feel a bit better. Yes, I really do feel better. My head stopped aching and I'm warm and not even very hungry. Must be the hard work. I sweated it out. Still, it won't be much good if they cut our rations. Unless Tiurin does his stuff.
See, it all depends on the temperature. When the sun sets,
There he goes again, old Admiral, laying down the law.
You know the trouble with you, Admiral? You think you're so much cleverer than everyone else. Now tell me one thing. If you're so clever, why did you end up in this place?
You know perfectly well what happened, Fetyukov. I'm not wasting my time.
Wait a minute, Admiral. Some of us haven't heard. Come on, refresh our memories.
Yes, let's hear it, Admiral.
Everybody knows the story. It's not interesting.
Yes, it is. Come on.
Well, if you insist. It was during the war, when I was liaison officer on board the British cruiser anchored at Archangel. I was attached to the staff of an English admiral. Very pleasant job at that time. Plenty of food and whiskey. And then they went back to England, and I went back to work. And then, 6 months later, you won't believe this, a little parcel arrived from London. And inside was a photograph of the English admiral, beautifully mounted, with his autograph on the bottom. And underneath was a message, in English, of course. To dear Captain Buinovsky, in recognition of his help and assistance to his British allies. So naturally I was arrested and they gave me 15 years.
One thing I don't understand, Admiral. Why did he do it?
Why did who do it?
Well, the English Admiral. Why did he put the finger on you? Didn't he like you?
My dear boy, he didn't know. He did it in all innocence. He didn't know what would happen.
He must have known.
Well, no one can be that stupid.
I tell you, those Englishmen didn't understand the situation. They just didn't understand.
Fascinating conversation. Just a thing for a cold day. Well, I'm off. I'll see you later, boys.
Goodbye, Ivan Denisovich.
Where are you going? I'm going to lay a few bricks.
Hurry up with the mortar!
Hello, Tiurin. How are things?
Worrying. Very worrying. That man Dare's poking his nose round our windows.
Dare? Who's Dare?
Bloody sight foreman. Prisoner supervisor, they call him. Sell his best friend if one of the guards smiled at him.
Has he seen the felt?
Oh, we'll soon see. I'm keeping out of his way, God willing.
Tiurin!
Uh-oh.
Where the hell's Tiurin?
Looks like he's found the felt.
Come on, Tiurin, I know you're there somewhere. Oh, yes, I thought so. Where the hell have you been?
Doing my job. Where the hell have you been?
Don't you take that tone with me, Tiurin. You know what I'm here for.
I haven't a clue what you're here for.
Oh, yes, you have. That bloody felt. All round the windows. You stole it from the supply dump, didn't you? This won't mean detention, Tiurin. You won't get a few days in the cooler for this. You'll get another 10 years.
What did you say?
You'll get another stretch, Tiurin. Theft of government property, that's a criminal offence. You'll get 10 years, I tell you.
You snivelling little sneak. We've had enough of people like you. You open your dirty little mouth, you bloodsucker, and I'll kill you. Give him a push, Tiurin.
Let's have him off the edge.
Hey, wait a minute. I won't say anything, Tiurin. You can depend on me.
Depend on you for what?
I won't say anything, Tiurin.
Oh, won't you?
Only, what shall I tell the superintendent? About the felt, I mean.
Tell him it was like that before. It was there before we arrived. Do you understand?
Oh, all right, Tiurin. All right, I'll do that. It was there before you arrived.
Yes.
You there. You'd better be careful.
And another thing. Get that hoist repaired. I've got a whole gang carrying bricks by hand to supply 2 bricklayers. How can we produce decent figures?
You get an allowance for haulage.
Yes, I know, at the wheelbarrow rate. Anyone can push a wheelbarrow on the flat. We have to get them up 2 stories on wooden ramps. We don't get a rate for that. Mortar! Hurry up with that mortar!
Must be nearly break time. Oh, God, it's cold. It must be 25 below now. Only it's not that. It's the wind. It cuts you like a knife up here. So long as I don't get my hands go numb or frostbitten or anything, I've just got to keep working. It's my only hope. God, I can't stand much more of this.
Admiral, have you seen Tiurin?
He's in the office, working out the production figures.
What figures? Repairing the stoves, fixing the site. We'll hardly produce a thing this week. We'll be bottom of the ration list.
Oh, you leave it to Tiurin. Why do you think he's been there so long instead of working? He's bribing them to fix the report. We won't starve, my friend.
Thank God for your optimism. Thank God for you, Admiral.
There we are! Break time!
for me, Admiral.
Move round, boys. I got to thaw my fingers out.
Tiurin, how'd it go?
Yes, how was it?
What's the verdict? Well, I've fixed it. Plan fulfilled and a 20% surplus. It cost me 10 kilos of bread, but it's worth it.
What would we do without you?
However, it means we've got to get moving the rest of the afternoon. Another 5 minutes at the stove, and then back to work. And that includes me. Ivan Denisovich, you'll be in charge of 4 bricklayers. You're the fastest worker, so you can try and keep the others up to your mark. Now, we're moving to the building opposite for the afternoon shift. 2 stories up, so it'll be windy, I'm afraid. You others will have to keep the bricklayers supplied with bricks and mortar. Now, there aren't any ramps up to the 2nd story, so wheelbarrows are out. We'll have to mix it here and then carry it in odds across the patch and up the ladders. Well, the harder you work, the less you'll feel the cold. Now, I've worked out a relay system for the bricks that I'll explain as we go along. Now, anyone got any questions? Yes. Why don't they give you a job in administration? Well, you're the most efficient man in the camp, Tiurin. Well, thank you very much. They may yet. Well, if they do, it won't be the first time. 20 years ago, I was a farm supervisor. I had 50 men under me. That was my father's farm, of course. Well, that didn't last long. Collectivization started and I was out on my ear.
Is that how you got arrested, Tiurin?
Indirectly, yes.
What do you mean, indirectly?
Well, didn't I tell you about it?
No, come on, let's have our afternoon story.
Now, listen, boys. No one likes telling a story better than I do, only I've got this plan to fulfill.
Oh, screw the plan.
All right, screw the plan. For 3 more minutes. Well, you see, I thought I'd lose myself in the army. There wasn't much future in farming for the likes of me, so I was doing fine. I got my first stripe. And then one day, the commandant sent for me. I thought I was going to get my 2nd stripe. But one look at his face and I knew I wasn't. I said to him, Comrade Commander, Red Army Soldier Tiurin reporting, sir. And he said to me, Tiurin, what's your trade? And I said, machine gunner 1st class, sir. 1st class, he yelled at me. What the bloody hell do you mean? Your father's a kulak. He owns land. He exploits the labour of honest peasants. They've been looking for you for 2 years. Well, there was nothing much I could say to that. Haven't you got a conscience? He shouted at me. Aren't you ashamed of yourself, deceiving your superior officers? Well, I thought he was going to hit me, but he didn't. He signed an order, kicking me out of the army at 12 hours' notice. Dishonourable discharge, son of a kulak. Well, fat chance I had of getting a job with that reverence. Well, it was midwinter. They threw me out in the snow. No greatcoat, no travel warrant, no food. Oh, what the hell could I do? Well, get back to work, I suppose. That's where our future lies. Get back to work or die of starvation. Eat to 11, get your hands behind your back.
Go on, keep moving. You're like a lot of waddling ducks.
S854! S854, are you deaf or something?
No, sir, Guard.
Next time, speak up when I call your number.
Yes, sir.
You're lagging behind, S854. The whole march you've been lagging behind. What's wrong with you?
Nothing, sir.
Any prisoner who gets out of line can be shot without warning. You know the rules. Next time, you won't get a talking to, you'll get a bullet. Is that understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, no, sir. Anything you say, sir. He can't do anything, that little runt. He wouldn't have the nerve. But he can't frighten me. I've done it. I got through the day's work and I'm still alive. And I feel better for it. Better than a day in bed, a day's work. Nearly home now. Home. Oh, that's a joke, that, isn't it? Only it's true. We're on our way home.
720 Brigade, halt! Number 40 Brigade, halt! Number 1 Brigade, halt!
104 Brigade, halt! Stop talking there! I said stop talking! Stand up straight!
I wonder if Caesar's got a food parcel. Lucky bastard. Still, he has promised me a share. Caesar, what do you want? Hey, as soon as I get inside, I'll run and get you a place in the parcel queue. All right?
Yes, fine. How do you know I've got a parcel?
I don't. But I'll go just in case. I'll wait 10 minutes, and if you don't come...
Shh, look out.
Where's the prisoner in charge of 104 Brigade?
Here, Citizen Guard.
Right, Tiurin. Get your men ready for searching. Hats off, coats undone, full search procedure.
Yes, sir. Okay, everyone. Get your clothes undone.
Hell, what's he think he's doing in this cold?
Hurry up. Yes, you, Ivan Denisovich. Stop daydreaming. You'll have us out here all night.
Sorry, Tiurin. What a lovely feeling. Nothing to hide. A beautiful, clear conscience. I can turn my pockets inside out, reveal my soul to the whole world. Hey. Hello, what's this? Christ. It's that bit of steel I picked up on the site. I meant to put it back.
Section 1, lead off in single file to the searchers.
2 more sections to go. What the hell do I do about this bit of steel? They won't see me if I trample it into the snow. They'll find it, of course, but they won't know who did it. Or I can smuggle it in and make a little knife out of it. Another cobbling tool. I can earn extra bread by cobbling.
Number 2 section, follow on when they're ready.
If they find it, they'll say that I'm smuggling a knife. I'll get 10 days. God, I can't throw it away, though. I can't waste it. I'll slip it in my left glove. Another minute, it'll all be over. Or shall I throw it away? It's too late. A damn guard'll see me. 2 blank files in R5. That means 3 men to split between 5 searchers. I'll always choose an old searcher. That's my motto. I'll make for the 2 on the right. Not that keen-looking bastard with the red cheeks. The 2 on the right look old and fed up, all right. I'll put the gloves in my left hand, empty one on top.
All right, number 3 section, on we go.
What's your name?
Shukov, sir. Ivan Denisovich Shukov.
Turn round and put your arms above your head.
God. Pray God he doesn't ask to see my gloves.
Take your right boot off.
Yes, sir. Thank heaven. He can't want to see my gloves now, surely. I couldn't bear it. I just couldn't bear it if they catch me. 8 ounces of bread a day and hot food twice a week. I'd never get on my feet again after that. Never.
Gloves?
Huh?
Gloves. Oh, you give it to me.
He just took the top one. God, what's he going to do? Oh, Lord God. Don't let him ask for the other one. Lord God, help me. Help me. Keep me out of that detention block. Help me.
And the other one? Come on, what are you waiting for? I want the other glove.
Hey, you!
Me?
You're taking a hell of a long time with this brigade. We're 10 minutes behind schedule.
Sorry, sir. All right, Shukov, hurry up and join the others. Don't forget your gloves.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Caesar!
Here.
Caesar! I've got your parcel.
Where?
Here. I wrapped me coat round it. I didn't want everyone to see.
Oh, good man. Oh, that's what I like to see. Go and get the Admiral. We're going to have a feast, eh? Now, don't tell everyone. We don't want everyone round here.
Admiral? Yes. Hey, come on, quick. You're invited to dinner with Comrade Caesar.
How's life, Caesar?
There you are. Come on up and take a look. I've got it all laid out. It's not bad, eh?
Oh, it's a banquet.
What a sight. I haven't seen anything like that for years.
I've never seen it in my life. Bread, sausage, jam, biscuits, butter.
Real Moscow butter.
Smoked herring, cigarettes, tobacco.
Well, let's stop talking about it, shall we? Have you got your knifey, man?
Yeah. Now then, who's going to carve?
For what we are about to receive, thank Caesar.
Help yourself, Admiral. Come on, don't hold back. Here's a slice of sausage, and there's bread and butter.
Delicious, beautiful, juicy sausage. You know, I can't believe they're still baking pure white bread anywhere in the world. It reminds me when I was stationed in Archangel during the war. The rations were real starvation level. Then suddenly, out of the blue, the convoys came through.
Silence! I said silence! Pay attention, you men. Is this 104 Brigade?
Yes, Citizen Guard.
Where's prisoner Tiurin?
Here, Citizen Guard.
Right, I've got a detention order for one of your men.
Oh.
Buinovsky, number E311. 10 days for insubordination at morning parade.
Yes. Oh, I don't think he's here, Citizen Guard.
That's enough of that, Tiurin. He's here and you're responsible for him. Do you want to do his 10 days for him?
No. I mean, he's probably gone to the latrine. It's time for roll call.
It's all right, Tiurin. Don't bother.
E311?
At your service.
All right, get your things. And take that smile off your face. You won't feel so jolly after a few days in the cold. I'll give you 15 seconds.
Yes, Citizen Guard.
Roll call! Roll call! Roll call!
Come on, the sooner we get it over with, the sooner we're back in the wall.
All right, you others get out on roll call.
I'm sorry, boys. I thought he'd forget. I must be going silly in the head. I honestly thought he'd forget.
Quick, take this loaf of bread. Slip it inside your coat.
No, I'm sorry. It's good of you, Caesar, but it's useless. You know how they search us before detention. You might as well give it to the guards.
Oh, take it, Admiral. You never know. You might get it through.
No. There's no point. I can't see it go to waste. You and the boys eat it. I'll be thinking of you.
Don't forget your cap, Admiral.
Oh, thank you, Ivan Denisovich. Thank you, Caesar. And you, Alyosha.
Huh?
You can say a prayer for me now, Alyosha. Can't do any harm.
I'll pray for you, Admiral. Goodbye.
Do you want to join him, you three? Do you want a nice, cold cell all to yourselves?
No, Citizen Guard.
Get out on parade, then! Go on, move! If you're 1 second late, you'll get 30 days, 10 days each. What are you standing round for, you stuck-up bastard?
Thank you.
Go on, move! To the detention block, double march! Left, right, left, right, left, right!
Come on! You, B738, what's your name? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1,
Caesar! Hey, Caesar!
What do you want?
Did they get him?
Who?
The Admiral! Did they take him away?
Yes, they took him away.
10 days. Poor old Admiral. It'll kill him, won't it? He'll get consumption. He's not used to the cold, he'll get frostbite. His fingers will drop off.
Will you shut up? Shut up.
Oh, I'd rather him than me, that's all I can say. You know, there's no heating in that place. Stone floor and stone walls.
One day I'll get that bastard. One day.
Comrades, here is a special bulletin. Today, the production committee of the Uralsk Iron Ore Mining Complex announces a surplus of 23% in the fulfillment of the plan for the current year. In 1913, the total production of iron ore in the Uralsk Mining Complex was 73,480 tons. In 1922, 126.
Caesar, you're a fool. I'm sorry, but you're a fool.
What's that?
You go out on roll call, leave your food spread out on your bunk like a cold buffet.
Well?
Anyone could have helped themselves. Anyone could have scooped the lot. You know why I stayed behind with the Admiral and nearly got taken to the cells with him?
No.
And you know why I killed myself to get in the first line? Why I pushed and shoved to get back here before the others?
No, why?
To stop Fetyukov and his thieving friends getting their hands on the stuff. Ah, some people never learn, Caesar, and I'm afraid that you're one of them.
Well, you needn't worry, Ivan Denisovich. You'll get your share.
Not to my share. I'm giving you a lesson in survival. Oh, I know you're all right now, Caesar. You've only been in a few months, and every month on the dot you get your parcel. But you wait till you've done 8 years. You've had dysentery a few times, and the folks back home start forgetting about you. You'll thank me, Caesar.
Okay, that's enough. Here's your sausage. Stick it in your mouth and stop your gabbing. You still want it, I presume?
Yes, I want it.
Fine. Now, what are we going to do with the Admiral's share?
Alyosha.
A good idea. You give it to him with my compliments.
Right. You know, you see that no one touches mine?
Right.
Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Ivan Denisovich, what can I do for you?
Here we are, Alyosha. The answer to your prayer.
What is it?
Best Moscow sausage. Compliments of M784 Caesar.
That's very kind of him. Tell Caesar I shall remember him in my prayers.
Oh, fine. He'll be thrilled.
Don't laugh at me.
I'm sorry, Alyosha. Seriously, though, do you really think it does any good, all that praying?
Of course I do. There's no power on earth that can equal prayer. Do you not believe in God, Ivan Denisovich?
Oh, yes, I believe in God. At least I think I do. Only when I pray, it's like those boxes for prisoners' complaints they put up in the office. Every request I make is sent back with the word rejected scribbled on the back of it.
Oh, that's because you pray too rarely, Ivan Denisovich.
Oh.
And you pray badly. We must pray.
Now, don't think that I'm against God, Alyosha. I believe in God. Only what's the good of praying? He won't make my 8 years into 8 months.
You shouldn't pray for that either. Why should a man want freedom? The outside world would only choke your faith with weeds. In the words of St. Paul, I am ready not merely to be bound, but even to die for the name of the Lord Jesus.
Second count! There's going to be a second count!
Oh, no. Caesar! Caesar!
Yes.
Caesar! Hey, now put it away this time. Here, go on, stuff it under me bunk. They won't think of looking there.
But you haven't eaten your sausage.
Second count! Second count!
One, two, three, four, five.
400 grams of sausage, all to myself. In 5 minutes, I'll be back in me bunk and I can eat it all. 400 grams. I'll feel like a man tomorrow.
1, 2,
Caesar.
3,
Caesar.
4, 5. Stop talking. Stop talking in the ranks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Count correct, sir. The 104 count is correct.
Very well. Dismiss.
Right, dismiss!
Ivan Denisovich! Don't worry, it's all here.
Oh, thank God.
There you are. Now eat it before you lose it. I'm going to sleep.
Well done, Ivan Denisovich. Good night to you.
Feet into jacket sleeves. No. Blanket on top. And then the overcoat. Oh, lovely and warm. And now for the sausage. Boy, oh boy. What a taste. Wonderful, meaty taste running through the teeth and down the throat. You know, all things considered, it's not been a bad day. They didn't put me in the cells, and they didn't send us to the new settlement. And I got an extra bowl of porridge for breakfast. Tiurin fixed the work rates. I enjoyed building that wall. And I got the bit of steel through the search. And Caesar gave me a hunk of sausage. And I'm not going to be ill. I feel better now. A really happy day. I feel fine. A day without a cloud. One day out of 365 multiplied by 10. That makes 3,650 days. Oh, yeah. And 3 extra days. 3 extra days. Because of the leap years.
That was One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich by Aleksandr Solzhenitsyn. Translated from the Russian and adapted for radio by Nicholas Bethell, with Nigel Stock as Ivan Denisovich. Production for the BBC was by John Gibson.
Come on.